Well, isn't this great? The United States is recognizing Gear Up this week, throughout the entire week, the work of literally hundreds of thousands of students, some 700,000 this year alone. 12 million young people participated in Gear Up over the life of the program. And we're taking this week to say thank you to all of the great Gear Up students because of their great work in terms of academic excellence, their focus on preparing themselves for college. We want to thank the Gear Up families, parents who paid attention to all of the information that's been provided about how a college education improves the life chances of the young people who are so dear to them and so important for our country's future. I want to thank the Obama administration. The president has led the way to focus the country on the fact that we need to lead the world by 2020, which is just some 9 years away now. We want to be the leaders in the world in the number of adults with a college degree. That is being made possible because of the great work of Gear Up. And I want to thank the Gear Up staff and program directors, INSET, which has provided the guiding leadership for this program over many years. Everyone's worked together, and we've invested billions of dollars, over $4 billion now of federal taxpayer money, but it's been joined by lots of dollars invested by our local partners at the state level and from our universities and school districts and the private sector. So we all have something to be quite proud of. And as the architect of this program, when I created it, I had in mind the fact that if we could have an elongated conversation with our nation's young people about how critically important education was and how going on to college and not having high school be the ceiling, but have it be essentially the floor in terms of their academic achievement, that they could have greater opportunities in their lives, but more importantly, they can make a difference. Now, I visited with young people in Bridgeport. The Gear Up program there is such a great program. I've been out to Wichita, Kansas, and just a few days ago, I was in Portland, Oregon for Gear Up West, talking to both staff and directors, meeting with young people who were involved in Gear Up in the West. I've seen young people in California and just all over the country. And in my hometown of Philadelphia, where we have thousands of young people who are involved in Gear Up at Germantown High, at Overbrook High School. And I visited during Gear Up Week, South Philadelphia High, where under Principal Hackney's leadership, we now have a new Gear Up program involving ninth graders throughout the high school. So there's a lot to be proud of. What we need to know with a certainty, however, is that in order for Gear Up to continue to grow, we need to continue to have success. And we've seen it in South Dakota, we've seen it all across our country and in our territories, in Guam, Puerto Rico. We need to know that as we go forward that you're going to continue to do your best. And I want to thank Secretary Duncan for joining with me as we celebrate and acknowledge Gear Up Week. And I want to thank the Secretary as he's worked with our President to ensure continued Gear Up support from this administration. And the administration has done more to prepare young people and to provide for young people an opportunity to go into college than any administration in the history of our country. So thank you. Keep up the great work. And I look forward to visiting your Gear Up program one day. And hopefully you'll get a chance to visit me here in our nation's capital. Thank you very much.